One bright morning, a little elf named Ethan woke from his sleep. He knew that today was a very special day. It was his birthday. He was turning 14, the legal age to become a working elf. The only problem was he was not a full elf, because his father was human. Ethan went downstairs to see his mother and father on the table. They were talking. They turned their heads and told Ethan to sit down. "Happy birthday, son. We have some bad news." They then told him how he could not become a working elf because he was not a full elf. Ethan was sad, but understood. He walked back upstairs. Ethan was in his room coloring when he got a call from Santa Claus telling him to come to the workshop for he wanted to try something. Ethan did not hesitate and went downstairs. When Ethan arrived, Santa was waiting outside next to Rudolph. Santa asked Ethan what he was good at, making toys, wrapping gifts, or loading the sleigh. Ethan said he did not know how to do any of that stuff. "Let me show you," Santa replied. They started at making toys. Ethan clanked with his hammer with no luck. He tried and tried, but just could not get the toys to look the right way. After Ethan horribly failed, they moved on to wrapping gifts. Ethan picked up the wrapping paper and tried to wrap. He could do it, but not as fast as the other elves. Lastly, they moved on to putting toys onto the sleigh. This was something Ethan could not mess up, and yet, somehow he did. Santa sighed and told Ethan to just go home and get some rest, and that he can try again tomorrow. Ethan agreed and went home. When Ethan got home, his parents were waiting. They wanted to know how it went. Ethan said he was not in the mood to talk about it, and just went to bed without eating dinner. In his sleep, Ethan had a dream that there was a magical crystal that could give you elf-like powers. When he sat up, he was curious if it existed, even though it was just in his dream. He looked over some bookshelves and he found an old legend that did speak of said crystal, but no one has ever found it, so it was only myth. But Ethan was determined to find it, so he got out of bed and silently left the house. When Ethan got outside, he was lost and confused. Where would I find this magical pole, he thought. When he looked into his pocket to find a map that led directly to the pole. After some walking, he came across the pole. It was really high, but he knew he had one thing to do, and he started to climb. Once at the top, there was a pink and purple crystal. Ethan walked up to the strange magical object and touched it. It blew up and knocked him off the pole. When Ethan awoke, he was covered in snow, but when he got out, Santa was waiting for him. Santa asked him to come to the workshop because he had something to show him. Santa asked Ethan to come with him, and after some walking, they ended up at the workshop. Santa asked Ethan to try the jobs again, and this time he did better than any other elf. He made toys with ease. He wrapped gifts with speed and accuracy, and he put gifts in the sleigh at light speed. Ethan told Santa that it was the crystal. Santa looked at Ethan and laughed. "You think there would be a powerful crystal lying around? That was a gimmick. The power you have is inside you. Everyone was just telling you that you could not do it, and that's why it didn't work before. But since you're good at everything, how about you become my new head elf? Help me run the place," Santa asked. "I would love to," Ethan replied, and so Ethan went to be the best elf in all the world. The end. And that was the short. It wasn't nothing crazy. I didn't go... Like, the thing is it was a lot of work. I would say more work than last year, even, because it's in 1080p, so everything takes longer. But, I mean, it wasn't as different as last year. Last year we had Fortnite, Roblox, we did the whole thing. And this time it was just Minecraft, but Minecraft can tell a story a lot better than any other game can, so it was really good. I think my siblings, I had Lisa and David in the production, as Lisa was Santa Claus, and then David, my brother, was the husband or the father of the boy. It's a good story. I thought I wrote it. By the way, I wrote it. I pretty much directed it. I edited it. I found the music to put it in. I literally did everything. And I did some acting in there too. I did a lot of things in this video. But then again, it is my video, so I feel like I should be a part of it in some way, and aka every way. I mean, my siblings did help with some parts because I can't be 3 people at once. It's not possible. Unless there is, like, it would be hard to control 3 Minecraft accounts at the same time with the bobbing heads to signify talking and whatnot. Now, as you can see in the video, the timings are a little bit off for some scenes where it's like, come on, especially the last one. It's like, come on, man, it's not even matching. But I kind of gave up towards the end here. We're coming close down to Christmas. It's a week away from, as of recording, the end scene. I recorded everything a bunch, but I had to edit everything, and I had to get everything done. And it just did not happen, so... But you don't notice until Christmas time that the year is coming to a close, and that means another year gone by. And recently I've been listening to a lot of old songs, like that came out in 2015, and I'm like, bro, it's gonna be soon 5 years since they came out. And like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. Time goes by. Like, it was literally just a few weeks ago, not a few weeks, but in my mind, it's just a few days ago since I started doing last year's end credits and talking about how I thanked my friends for everything that they did. Last year I had a bigger end credit scene, but this time it's literally just my sister and my brother, so like I don't need to do anything, which is why I put the gameplay in the background. But like, I just wanted to say thank you. If you did enjoy what you saw, share it with your friends, your family. I bet your grandmother would even like it. It tells a story. It's nothing weird. It's like literally a simple story. You don't even have to play Minecraft to understand what it was, okay? Like, it's honest what it was. So, share it with your friends. If you enjoyed, I do this, well, I don't do the story thing, but I do post other videos. Go check me out. Subscribe if you're new. I'm trying to get more subscribers, but it's kind of, honestly, I want to get more views. I want people to see my stuff, and it's kind of hard when you're kind of shoved in the dirt because you're so small, but it's to be expected. Other bigger people on YouTube have done the same thing, so I expect to do exactly my fair share. So I'm going to post every single day. I'm going to work hard, and we're going to get better content coming out in the new year. I hope you also enjoyed all the 6 or 7 videos that led up to this day. I know myself it's exciting and very important to me. If you guys enjoyed it, it would really mean a lot to share it around. Trust me, your family would like it. If you have like a toddler or something, show it to them too. I mean, do they really care? Probably not. I mean, but yeah. I hope you enjoyed all the work I put into it. If I'll do probably another one next year. Come up with some story ideas, write them down below, and I might take them into consideration. And we'll be getting back to our regular upload schedule. By the way, I'm pretty sure as of recording this, I will still be taking a break from January 1st to January 7th. I will be taking a break from YouTube to confirm all the COPPA situation, learn how others are using it, and how to be, stuck in it. Because gamers are still under that thing. Are you for kids or not? I don't know. When I first started YouTube, I was planning to be a child-friendly content creator. But just because I'm child-friendly doesn't mean I was aimed towards kids. I do love children, and I would love to, them to watch my content. But in the meantime that I was making it for them alone, not really. I had intent of other people watching it, but I'm not going to jibber jabber. There was another video on that. Go back and watch that if you care. But yeah, I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas. It's kind of hard to say, because as of recording this, it's only the 18th, so it's kind of soon to be recording and saying Merry Christmas. I mean, I guess it's not that soon, but Merry Christmas to anyone, if you're spending it with your family. If you don't even celebrate Christmas, and you celebrate some other holiday, Merry whatever to you. And, yeah. Stay safe throughout the winter, and, subscribe, hit the like button, and, I'll see you all in tomorrow's video. Peace, peace, peace. Thanks for everyone that helped.